Okay guys, so this is on Introduction to Kettlebell Swing. Kettlebell swing is a fantastic exercise. It's a core exercise primarily, but it's very good for grip strength as well. It can be used as sort of a cardio element to a strength and conditioning program. It's one of the main reasons I'll use it. So when you're following along with this video, you're going to need a broom handle and you're going to need a small rope or a belt, okay? Looking at the swing itself, it is a hip hinge movement. The hips drop back, the hips come forward. Well, as the hips come forward, they drive the bell to just below chest level or just below, okay? If the bell is going any higher than that, either the bell is too light or more likely you're using your shoulder to pull, and this is not a very good angle for the shoulder, so you need to be very careful and make sure that it's the hips that are doing the work. This is why we're going to use the rope, to ensure that it's a hip movement, and to make sure that we're not risking damage to the lower back, we're going to use the dowel or use the broom handle just to confirm that movements are correct, okay? So first thing you're going to have a look at then is a hip hinge. So if we lay on our backs, we put our feet flat on the floor, and from here, a hip hinge movement is this. Don't press into the floor with your head now, just your shoulders. The hips come up and down. That is a hip hinge, okay? So it's very important to differentiate the hip hinge from the squat. The standing variant of that then is from here to here, okay? Imagine if I turn the side, there we are, side on, okay? So we'll now deadlift the bell. So from here, I'm standing toes just in line with the edge of the bell, stick my bum back, chin up, grab the handle of the bell, and from here, as you exhale, the bell is going to go straight up. So this is a kettlebell deadlift. It's a hip hinge movement, okay? The hips, backwards and forwards, that's what's going to control it for us. Now, when we're looking at the swing itself, you should be able to see my hips going forward and hips going back. Now what most people tend to look at and focus on is they either see the shoulders doing this or they see the arms doing that, and they assume that it's a shoulder or an arm exercise. We need to get away from that. We need to keep all of our attention on the hips, okay? So first thing we're going to look at then is taking this dowel, taking my Joe staff or taking my broom handle, whatever you want to call it. So it touches the top of my head, or the back of my head I should say, in between my shoulder blades and on my tailbone. I slide this hand in here, palm facing my neck, and this hand here, palm facing out, knuckles facing my lower back. And from here, you're going to practice a hip hinge while maintaining those 3 points of contact. Okay? Now, if I break contact, what's happened is my spine has become misaligned, it's disconnected. When my spine misaligns, it puts pressure in the wrong area. Okay? So we want to make sure that we're keeping the pressure spread on the right muscles and not grinding our spinal discs into each other, okay? So, next thing we're going to look at. We're going to get our rope swing. So I take my belt or rope, slide it through the bell, so I can pick up the bell now, and I'm going to hold it just a few inches from the end, okay? From here now, I should be able to swing the bell. Now, if the rope starts to bend, you know that your swing is not smooth, that you're not doing a hip-centered swing. This rope must stay completely, well, not completely straight, but it must stay nice and straight throughout the movement. Don't let it slack back like that, and don't let it flop up like this, okay? Keep the rope straight. When developing the skill in the swing, what you want to do is like 10 swings, put the bell down, 10 swings, put the bell down, and keep following that pattern for a while until you've got the movement going the way you want it to. If you haven't got someone to help you who knows what they're doing, film yourself side on and watch. Is the bell following that trajectory? The rope can be done away with after a few weeks, or after a few sessions even. And I just test with it every now and again, just to make sure, okay, that my swing is still okay. From here then, we're into the swing proper. Starting off, bum back, chin up, grabbing the bell. There's a bit of distance in front of me from here. We go with what we call our gorilla grip. And from here, I'm going to throw the bell back, and it's exhale here, exhale here. So from here, okay, and that takes us through our basic swing exercise. There's, actually I'll film everything else for another level. There are other levels to the swings, but we'll worry about them later. Cheers, gang.